tribute. Honorable Guyai will come and give the tribute on behalf of all friends. Tumkaribishe Mheshimiwa Guyai kwa makofi. He has been our chair. Makofi tena mazuri.
Asante sana MC, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, the CSA, Leader of Majority, my brother Kimani Ichung'wah, Governor Badilisha, na waheshimiwa wote. I can see the sitting and former MPs, kanisa. Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe. I'm talking on behalf of, as a friend, but as you know, David had very many friends. I am lucky to have been one of his friends. We met in NYS in 1985, so I've known him for the last 41 years. I believe he must have been a corrupt man initially, because he made me get a single room in Hall 10, and he himself had a single room in Hall 10, and he must have given something small to the janitor to make sure that happens. So I became his next door neighbor, and he really looked after me. But the interesting thing is I became like his brother, because from Dr. Kiaraho, in 1987, we visited Wanjiko in Boston many years ago. So I came to become very familiar with his whole family in a big way. Yesterday I shared the story of how he started the mkokoteni business in Nairobi. He bought 100 mikokotenis, was renting them out for 20 shillings. And as he was renting them out for 20 shillings, he was looking at the hesabu, anaona hiyo ni shilingi 2,000 kila siku. Mtoto wa university ana mikokoteni 100, lakini kwa bahati mbaya hako akijua hawa watu wa biashara ya mikokoteni vile wako. Walikuwa ni watu wakichukua mkokoteni, security ni ID, lakini wakagundua ukiwa na ID unaweza enda kwa chief na upate ID ingine. Sasa mimi akanifanya niwe collection agent wake. Kwa hiyo kazi yangu ilikuwa ya randa Nairobi nikitafuta mikokoteni, ilikuwa na alama yake. Kwa hivyo naenda na jaribu kushika huyo mjamaa mkokoteni. Can you imagine a university student doing that kind of business? So, but then he was also an extremely peaceful man. Nimejaribu kuchokoza Kiaraho kwa njia zote hiyo miaka 41. Ananiangalia, ananiambia, naona pale unaenda ndio na haro radhi. Nikimchokoza sana kwa sababu I'm rougher than him. Ananiambia, hebu achana na hiyo mambo. We have never ever quarreled for that period of time, as Jackie said. When I joined politics, within a week he had called me to tell me he's joining politics. I was in the 10th parliament. So when it came to the 5th year, he started inviting me to Ol Kalou. We've been in Ol Kalou team Kiaraho, tunajuana sana now. But the reason he joined politics is very different from where many of us joined politics for. Him, it was for service. I can tell you for a fact, I think Kiaraho has spent much more than he's ever earned from his salary with what he was doing as service, and it was service from the heart. He was extremely grateful to His Excellency the President for all he's done for the people, not only of Ol Kalou, but also the people of Nyandarua as a whole. And in their private moments, they had many private moments. He would take photos wakiwa Kilgoris, wakiwa Brazil, anapiga picha ananitumia na nione wewe umefika hapa Guyai, picha wakiwa helicopter na rais. But we had a nickname we called each other, which was not a very polite nickname because it was a small monkey. I used to call him Kanogo, and he used to call me Kanogo. And Your Excellency, if you turn to page 63 of the program, you will see there in page 63 a photo that we took together. That photo, we were told to pose and stand at attention. Then just before the click came, he just told me, pose like a monkey. And me, without thinking, I bent like this and we posed together. But the next thing that made me extremely laugh a lot is because he said, pose like a monkey. Then when I posed, he says, that you are. That's the kind of guy the kind of humor he had. And he was also very creative. We talked every day because I live on Wakabete Road. So every time I turn on to Karuna Road, there's Best Western and there's Western Heights. That was my click to remember to call him in the morning. And I would call him and I'd tell him, now I'm at your building. But as you heard, the skyline was marvelous. So, what can we say? He has gone to heaven. He's an architect. He's working with Jesus, building mansions there. My prayer is that he will name one of the mansions Hall 10, and I will be next to him. But I also know he's doing a lot of monkey business and playing monkey games in heaven. And I will miss you, my brother. I will miss you. I don't know how life will be, but God loved you more and you have gone. Just one acknowledgement. We have a man who is always a chairman of the wedding committees, and he's also the owner of these premises, Captain Kanyagia. From when this sad event happened, Captain Kanyagia was out of the country. He has called every single day to find out how the plans are going. Being the chairman of the committee, I'm sure I wouldn't have been if you were here, but you have guided me so well, my senior brother. Thank you very much. Watu wa Ol Kalou, Mungu awabariki, na tutakuwa pamoja hata kama Kiaraho ameaga, hatutaacha kuja kumuona. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Makofi kwake Mheshimiwa Nguyai. We almost coming to an end of the family tributes and the friends. But before I invite my co-MC, I am being